it, go!
What's up guys, Full here today with another video, and recently the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event happened and they also unveiled their new phones, which is pretty much what most people were expecting and what people went there to watch it for. So they unveiled three phones: the Samsung Galaxy S21, the S21 Plus, and the S21 Ultra. So let me talk about their displays. The S21 and the S21 Ultra both share a 1080p display, which is a bit weird because Samsung has been shipping all of their phones since I believe 2015 with 1440p panels, but these two are 1080p panels, so maybe seen as a downside, maybe seen as an upside. It's not really a downside. Most people, when they buy a new phone, they don't go into the settings and change the resolution, and it'll also benefit battery life since it's not going to be eating a lot of battery life anymore. And the screens are now 120Hz adaptive displays, which means they will scale up or down from 48Hz to 128Hz, so that will also save battery. So when you need that smooth scrolling, you get it. When you don't need it, it's running at like 48Hz or the regular 60Hz that we're all used to. In terms of screen sizes, the Samsung Galaxy S21 is 6.2 inches and the S21 Plus is 6.7 inches. Second up is the cameras. The S21 and the S21 Plus both share the same cameras, and they both have three cameras on the back: a 12 megapixel wide camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 64 megapixel telephoto camera. And on the front they have a 10 megapixel selfie camera. And now that we're done with the camera, let's move on to video. They have 8K video, which they've had since the S20, and now they have a new mode called Director's View. So let's say you're taking a video of yourself and you want to switch to the ultra wide. You can switch to the ultra wide while it's still recording, and from the ultra wide you can switch to the normal wide, and then from the normal wide you can switch to the 64 megapixel camera, and from the normal wide you can switch to the telephoto camera, and from the telephoto camera you can switch back to yourself. So it's a seamless experience. And with battery, since the phones are two different sizes, their batteries are two different sizes. The S21 has a 4000 mAh battery, while the S21 Plus has a 4800 mAh battery. Now, in terms of storage, these phones come with two storage options, both of them 128 gigs or 256 gigs. And in terms of RAM, they both have the same amount of RAM, 8 gigs. Just 8 gigs of RAM, that's all they have. And they also don't have expandable storage, so they do not have an SD card slot, so you cannot take your old SD card and use it on your new expensive Samsung Galaxy S20 or S21 Plus, which is, I guess, not bad, but would have been nice to please use it, but it's whatever. And in terms of CPU, well, with the CPU, they are all three of these phones, from the S21 to the S21 Ultra, use the same CPU. So the CPU is 20% faster than the previous Samsung Galaxy S20, and the GPU is 35% faster than the previous Samsung Galaxy S20, along with 2 times faster AI. Now I'm going to talk about the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Now this one takes everything that the S21 had and just boosts it up a notch. So I am going to start off with the display. The display is a 6.8-inch Quad HD display, basically 1440p. It also has an adaptive display, but the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra's display goes from 10Hz all the way to 120Hz. So in terms of cameras, it has a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, a 108 megapixel wide camera, a 3x optical camera, and a 10x optical camera. So those 10x and 3x cameras are for zooming very closely, stalker level close. It's kind of like if I took this and just started zooming in on all of you guys, and I can't even see a damn thing. Yeah, it's kind of like this. Well, I say kinda, not exactly like this. This is a 75 2.35 to 300mm lens, so I'm not too sure about the conversion on that. But yeah, in terms of battery, with the S21 Ultra, it has a 5000 mAh battery, so I don't think this phone is going to be dying anytime soon. Well, not dying anytime soon, but it should last you, depending on your usage, a day. I use an S9, it does not get me through the day. I end up charging it like a few hours before I go to sleep, and I sleep really late. Actually, I end up charging it a few times, like probably once or twice, but I never charge it to like 80%. I charge it to like 30, take it off, then I use it. But that's besides the point. When it comes to storage with the S21 Ultra, it too does not have expandable storage, so you can't put your SD card in it, but it has 3 different options for storage: 128 gigs, 256 gigs, and 512 gigs of storage. And in terms of RAM, it has 12 and 16 gigs of RAM. It also comes with an S Pen. I'm lying, it does not come with an S Pen. It has S Pen support. The S Pen is a $40 optional extra, along with the case. I think the case is $70. All 3 of these phones are available from January 29th, and surprise, surprise, because of that other particular company that I am not going to name, Samsung will not ship any of the S21s with a charging brick or earphones, which is very unfortunate because those AKGs were amazing. Those AKGs are one of the best earphones I've ever used, and they're very, very good considering they come in the box with a phone. It's a real shame, man. It's a real shame. Samsung has abandoned us. They said that many of their Samsung users, when they buy a new phone, they often leave the charging brick and the earphones in the box. I really want to know who are these Samsung users doing that. Supposedly you are leaving a very good pair of earphones in the box, and you're leaving a faster charging brick in the box, because usually Samsung, when they sell your phone, they sell it to you with the fastest charging brick that they have available. Yeah, I think Samsung is lying to us, because theoretically, let's say you use an S9 and you bought something like a Note 20, and since they say that most Samsung users leave their phone chargers in the box, how the hell are you going to use the charging cable, since that charging cable is USB-C to USB-C, when, let's say, your previous Samsung phone, that charging brick was a USB Type-A charging brick? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. They do give you a charging cable that's USB Type-C, which is very nice, but it's USB Type-C to USB Type-C. Let's say your previous Samsung phone was using one of these charging bricks, these ones that just have this USB Type-A input. You're going to have to go buy the charging brick. This was just another way for companies to get money out of you. Like, I really want to know who are these Samsung users that leave their stuff in the box. I really want to know. Unless you buy a new Samsung phone every year, which I'm not sure how many people do that, then but what about normal people who only upgrade their phones like once every 2 or 3 years? What about that, guys? But that is besides the point. Thank you, Apple, for opening the gates for stuff like charges, for stuff that is supposed to come in the box to be an extra. Thank you guys for that. You guys are saviors. Okay, that's my little rant done. They come in various colors, as always. The price, well, because of the removal of the charging brick and the earphones in the box, the phones are actually cheaper than last year's phones, by $200 I believe, which here in South Africa is about 3,000 Rand, so yay. I'm not sure if we might see that difference because tariffs and duties and stuff. I mean, PlayStation 5 costs 12,000 Rand here in South Africa. That's technically $800. If it was $500 to Rands, it will be 7,000 Rand. But because of tariffs, duties, and markups, it's $12,000. But now that I'm speaking about pricing, the S21, the normal S21 costs $800. The S21 Plus costs $1,000, and the S21 Plus Ultra costs $1,100. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking till the end.